Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Command Point. My name's Ryan. Today I'm here with Shane, as always, and today we're going to be taking a closer look at the two kill teams that come in the Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team Into the Dark box set. Special thank you to Games Workshop for giving us this advanced review copy. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started here with the Farstalker Kinband kill team, the Kroot.
Yeah, so this is not going to be a deep dive or anything. We're just kind of going to give you guys our first impressions, show you guys the pages, and, give you guys the juicy details that you're looking for. Mm-hmm. So it's a 12 model kill team, which is, that's the amount of, it's an 11 model kill team from the look of it. So I've immediately made a mistake. You get a leader, and then you get 10 operatives from the following list. You can only have 2 Kroot hounds. And you can only include each operative above once other than the Kroot hounds. And the Kroot warriors, obviously. The basic guys.
Yeah.
They all get the rogue ability. So they get to, basically, if they're in cover during the roll defense dice step of that, when they're getting shot at, you can either retain an additional die as a save, which is cool, or you can retain a crit, which is nice, because as we're going to get into, these guys have some pretty lousy save characteristics. They've got some tac ops, Butcher, Balance the Books, and Bounty Hunter. So basically, let's go for Butcher first.
Yeah.
Reveal this tac op the first time an enemy operative is incapacitated. Each time an enemy operative is incapacitated before it's removed from the kill zone, place one of the meat tokens underneath the operative as close as possible to the center of its base. The pickup action can be performed upon your meat tokens by friendly Kroot operatives, even if they're carrying another objective, marker, or token. Balance the Books. You reveal this when you score maximum victory points from another attack op. If you score maximum victory points from an attack op, and no more than half of your operatives have been incapacitated when you do so, you score a victory point. If you score maximum victory points from another attack op, and no more than half of your operatives have been incapacitated when you do so, score 1 victory point. Man, your opponent selects one of their operatives in the first target reveal step, or the first turning point. If that enemy operative is incapacitated, you score a victory point and place your bounty token underneath it. And then, if a friendly operative performs the confirm hit action, you score a victory point as well. That is a 1 AP action. An operative can perform this action while within 3 inches of your bounty token and not within engagement range of an enemy operative. So basically, you just pick it up. And then you immediately score. You don't have to hold it for the whole game. I don't mind that one. That's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
The first one's interesting. I don't really know if it's good. That second one, whether it's good or not, I'm not a huge fan of that design.
Yeah, any sort of tac op that only rewards you for already winning the game, I think is bad. And I think that...
even if it's not bad, I just don't like the design space that it entails. It's just not very interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, so strategic plays. We're not going to read every one of these, but you guys are going to have the page to look at yourself. You can pause the video, do your thing. So, I mean, some of these are pretty interesting. You've got things like I like Cutthroats, the first one here. You add 1 to the attack characteristic of their melee weapons. Most of these guys have only 3 attacks, so you bring them up to a normal level. Which I don't mind. Up against the Navy guys, you're going to be out meleeing them for sure because of Cutthroats.
We also liked Poach, right?
Poach is cool, yeah. Basically, you get to do a mission action or a pickup on a objective, even if you don't control it. Sometimes these mission actions need to be done on objectives that you control. Like a domination or something, so you're playing on that. I don't know what the missions are going to be like from the book yet. We haven't taken a look at that. But the Poach lets you do a mission action even if you don't control. So that's kind of cool. And one other one I want to highlight at the end there is Vengeance for the Kinband.
Yeah.
So when one of your Kroot operatives is killed, you spend a CP, and for the rest of the game, the operative that killed that Kroot guy on your team, you re-roll everything against it with everyone on your team. And you can't use this ploy again until that operative died. So it's kind of that can be useful against elite teams, but it's also just thematically cool and
Yeah.
fluffy. Like you're getting revenge for one of your good Kroot
One
boys.
of your
dropping.
brothers, yeah.
Yeah. So let's move on. Kind of go through some of the data sheets. So the basic stat line, they're going to have 8 wounds normally, although some of these guys have 9, and the hounds have 7. But 5-up saves, which are obviously going to be helped out by that rogue ability we talked about earlier.
Yes.
You've got the Kill Broker, who is the leader. He's got a few different shooting weapon options. I don't know why you'd take the Pulse Carbine.
It is simply worse than the
Pulse Rifle.
Yeah. So
at least the Kroot Rifle hits on 3s for having lower damage. The Pulse Carbine, I just don't see it. You've got the bow guy with his bow. He's got some interesting abilities here with the accelerator bow.
Mm-hmm.
The Cold Blood. He's basically just kind of a bit beefy.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets some of the equipment options for free, which is cool. There's the Cut Skin, who is the melee guy. I think the Cut Skin is one of my favorite guys on this team.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, whenever you're fighting in combat, every attack roll that your opponent discards, they suffer a mortal wound for that. So every time they miss an attack and they have to discard the roll, that's 1 mortal wound.
Real good.
So it kind of makes up for the fact that the Cut Skin's blades are not hitting very hard. They're only doing 3-4 damage. Granted, with
balanced and lethal 5-up, that's pretty good.
Yeah, balanced and lethal 5. And then he's got the Savage Assault, where he can fight twice, basically, if the target survives the first time. I'm a fan of that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. So moving on to the next page, we've got the Kroot Heavy Gunner. Ryan.
Yeah.
We were kind of glancing at it earlier. Sorry, guys. This is not technically a first look. We did do a skim. And we really like that. Some of these weapons here, right?
Yeah, the Divorce Skinner. Right? That's how...
Dvorgite.
Dvorgite Skinner, yeah. So, what is that? 6 attacks, 2 ups, damage 2-3, range 6 with AP 2, cumbersome, and torrent. So, read the thing for cumbersome again.
So basically, it just can't move. Like, if it gets a 3rd APL somehow, it can't move. It's not going to be able to move more than 6 inches in the same round when it shoots with this weapon. They have 2 APL naturally and 6-inch movement, so this guy isn't ever going to be normally moving more than 6 inches in a round. So I honestly don't think this is going to come up very often.
Yeah.
To be completely honest. But yeah, no, I mean 6 shots on 2s, only 2-3, but AP 2 and torrent. So if you're playing in the Into the Dark,
with the close confines,
this weapon has lethal 5 as well. So really good.
That's a lot of keywords on a single weapon.
Yeah, and it's pretty dang good too. So yeah, the Divorce Gun.
The Divorce Gun, yeah.
Yeah, this Kroot Heavy Gunner is going through a custody battle right now, and he needs our support.
It will divorce you from your life, because it will kill you.
Yeah, and then there's the Londaxi Tribalest. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
It's a made-up word.
5 shots on 4s, damage 4-4, AP 1. It's got the cumbersome roll, also has rending.
And it's got AP 1 too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, I like that one too.
Yeah, and there's no range on it, which is great. Unfortunately, you can only take 1 heavy gunner. I wish you could take 2 and rock both of these weapons, because...
They both sound pretty good.
Yeah, this thing is pretty solid. We've got the trusty Kroot Hounds.
My favorite hounds.
I just love them. They can, force you to attack them instead of fellow Kroot.
Mm-hmm.
And they can kind of counter charge if the opponent charges one of your Kroot models. They've got that sweet 4 circle movement, so they're charging 10 inches. How awesome is that?
Yeah, that is pretty good.
We've got the Kroot Longsight, your basic sniper guy. Kroot Pistolier. Oh,
we love the Pistolier.
Can we talk about the Pistolier?
He's very cool.
He's got the quick draw ability, which is one of my favorites. So for context, he's got dual Kroot pistols. They're 4 attacks on 4s, 3-4, 6-inch range, balanced lethal 5. Not amazing, but it's solid. But the real nice thing here is he's got quick draw. So once per turning point, when he's selected as the target of a shooting attack, if he's ready, as in he hasn't activated yet, you can interrupt that action to perform a free shoot action with this operative with the dual Kroot pistols. assuming it's with it's a valid target, so within 6-inch range. How funny is that?
I love him.
The fact that you're
he's just a cowboy.
He's a cowboy, yeah. And then he's got the gunslinger salvo, which lets him shoot twice with his pistols. Moving on, Kroot Stalker. He's got the Kroot Scatter Gun, which is a 6-inch range gun. This guy has obviously he's got the Stalker ability. He can perform a charge action if he has Conceal. So that's neat.
Love that.
And he's got the Stealth Attack ability where it's 2 AP. If he has a Conceal order, if he's within 1 inch of a terrain feature and not within engagement range of an enemy operative, he can do a free charge action, but he doesn't get to move more than his movement, so he goes 6 inches. Then he performs a free fight action, and the first time he resolves one of his hits, he can immediately resolve another hit. So he can just come up and bam, bam.
He just gets you.
Yeah. I like the Stalker. You've got the Kroot Tracker with his bird. They kind of talked about that one in Warhammer Community already. He's got a bird. The bird can
help him spot things.
Yeah, basically. The Kroot Warrior is just a basic Kroot Warrior, except he can take a Kroot Scatter Gun as well instead of the rifle.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting. I kind of like the Kroot Scatter Gun. It has 1 less crit damage, but it's hitting on 3s, and it's 6-inch range, obviously.
Yeah,
it's kind of like a shotgun.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Actually,
it's a scatter gun, so
it's basically a shotgun.
Yeah.
So, and then they've got some interesting equipment here. You guys can take a look for yourself. You liked the meat one, right?
So yeah, the meat. Oh, it's actually 3 EP.
Yeah.
I don't like the meat that much.
It's interesting.
Yeah. So here, let me. So once during the battle, when this operative is activated, you can use this ability. If you do so, this operative regains D3 + 1 wounds. So you basically have like a little med kit for everybody on your team.
I like to think he's just carrying raw meat in his
literally
jacket
just
pocket.
a sack of raw meat.
Pulls it out.
If you know anything about the Crude,
yeah,
they're just all about killing and eating.
Yeah, I like this piercing shot thing, and the toxin shot works the same way. It's basically a once per game thing where you can make your Kroot rifle. Unfortunately, it only works for Kroot rifle and Kroot pistol. It doesn't work for the scatter shot gun. You give it AP 1 once per game, so you can choose one time per game to be like, all right, I'm gonna have a nice AP 1 shot into you.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a toxin shot, which works the same way, except it makes the damage lower, it gives it lethal 5, and it gives it stun. So again, there's a lot of other things here that you guys can take a look at for yourselves, but this is kind of our first look through of the Kroot Farstalker Kinband.
Mm-hmm.
I am really excited to play this team and put them on the table.
Mm-hmm.
They look like they're going to be really easy to build too, just like looking at the sculpts.
Yeah. A lot of their bodies, it's like torso and legs are one piece,
which is just crazy.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And
it's cool to have new Kroot sculpts. So
this team is definitely the team that Liver King would play if he was into Kill Team.
God, the Liver King.
Because they're all just a bunch of shirtless dudes that are running around and they're just eating raw meat.
Yeah, maybe bird enthusiasts as well.
Yeah. If you're real big into birds, you would like these guys.
For sure.
Chickens.
Chickens are birds.
Cannibalism.
Yeah, we're hitting a lot of different.
They cast a wide net.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let us know in the comments below what you guys think of the Kroot Farstalker Kinband. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again in the next one.